once again for another season of Ask the Advisor. Welcome to it from around the world and across the web. I'm Matty Stats Case. Been doing this thing for a wee bit, but glad to be part of the community so I can learn and listen to brighter and better minds like the CEO and founder of Quantum Economics, Mr. Marty Greenspan, and the entire team from Quantum Economics, as well as the team at Quantum Expeditions and the new Quantum Alpha Club, where you get direct access to the entire team around the world 24/7. It's pretty cool. First up, Alex wants to ask the advisor about Berachain. Thoughts here on Berachain and its proof of liquidity. Sounds like this could be a new consensus mechanism. What say you, Mr. Greenspan?
This is definitely a fun one, and thank you, Alex, and the Quantum Alpha group for sending me down this rabbit hole, or up this rabbit hole this morning. So up only, I love the way the website only scrolls up. It's something that's so simple, yet, nobody's ever done that before that I've seen. So it says an EVM identical layer 1 turning liquidity into security powered by proof of liquidity. I'm not really sure what proof of liquidity means. So proof of liquidity aligns network security and liquidity by validators rewarding liquidity providers on Berachain with non-purchasable staking token of the network. So it seems to be a new type of consensus mechanism, not like Bitcoin's proof of work. Probably more similar to Ethereum's proof of stake, but now is using proof of liquidity, I guess, to make it more decentralized, backed by some interesting people. So I went through, their marketplace. I had a problem with connecting or actually purchasing the tokens because, well, I don't have any Bera or Honey, which I can swap very easily one for another. I was able to add the Berachain burrito to my MetaMask wallet. However, I do not have anything on that chain, and I could not find a viable bridge so far. If I'm just missing something, let me know. The other thing that I wanted to point out is that their social metrics are actually really good, and I checked them out on Lunar Crush. They've got 41 million total interactions, which is not too shabby at all. And then you scroll down, you see things like live meetups and stuff like that, kind of give you a comfort zone. And then on Twitter they have nearly 1 million followers, which is pretty okay, pretty decent, I would say. 869,000 followers on Twitter. I am now one of them. I did have trouble getting into their socials, though. I was not able to verify myself either on Telegram or on Discord, which was really just weird to me, because usually that's not much of an issue to just join the communities. I just wanted to see who's in the community and talk to them. It's a bit of a red flag for me, but it could be just poor customer service, and I would really want to get into the community before actually purchasing any of these tokens. All in all, for the tinkerers out there, I definitely would say, there isn't much of an issue for $100 or $500 on this, just to see what it's like. However, I think that the marketplace for L1s right now is pretty saturated. We have now people building Bitcoin. There's Ethereum and a bunch of others that people can easily build on. So is having, a slightly better consensus mechanism enough to attract an entire ecosystem of builders, an entire ecosystem of users? I guess time will tell. But because this coin is not trading on any centralized or decentralized exchanges, I wasn't able to purchase it. And it's not even being tracked by CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko right now. I would say that you're early on this one. So because of the strong socials, if I was able to get a few $100s worth, I probably would just as a punt, as a gamble, knowing that I probably lose it, but if the chain does take off, that that could mean many multiples. And it'd be fun to join a community like this, I would suppose. But we'll see.
For me, right, for me, right, that body.
Question comes in from Smiley Girl. She wants to know about Bitcoin mining specifically. May we have an update on how the halving has continued to affect the Bitcoin mining companies, including Quantum Expeditions, please?
Hey, Smiley Girl, great to see you. Thanks for asking. Yeah, sure. Here we can see all of the most popular Bitcoin mining stocks on one single chart. Bitcoin in orange, of course, has grown over the last year by 106%. Which is outstanding, only beaten by Clean Spark, which is up nearly 150%. After that, Iron with 76%, Mara with 15%, and only Riot Blockchain saw a significant loss, down 50%. It's probably why the Bitcoin mining stock guy is raving over it right now, going, wait a second, they're about to plug in the biggest mining facility in the world. They should be going up in value and not down. But we'll see how that plays out, of course. You did ask since the halving, so we can definitely zoom in. As you'll remember, the halving or the halvening was April 20th of this year, 420. The only one that's been doing great, of course, is Iron, which is up 153% since the halving. The others are modestly up, except, of course, for Bitcoin itself, which is down about 3%. So mining stocks have been outperforming Bitcoin since the halving. Pretty interesting data if you ask me. Of course, Quantum Expeditions is no exception. Yes, we did see our revenues halved pretty much in the month of April. However, our profitability is doing great. We're adding machines every single month. And the future is very bright. You're going to see a lot and hear a lot more from us with some great announcements in the very near future. So stay in tune and definitely join the Discord for a very awesome crypto mining community. And check out the WeFunder to join the expedition. I hope to see you there.
Next question from Toki Busa. Toki's got a good one. Love you, Toki. Thank you for sending it in, by the way. How does crypto help third world countries in a world where they continue to persecute people who use it?
That is an excellent question, Toki, and thank you so much for asking. I want to modify it a little bit. I mean, you can say, how does Bitcoin help people in the third world country? Because I don't think that crypto helps many people in its current state, especially with the meme coin casino going on. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But Bitcoin definitely helps a lot of people in places where they do not have access to freedom and access to a free economy. But yes, of course, people do have to make a decision. Is it worth using this as a payment system if the government is going to get on my case for it? So first of all, if the government is on your case about using Bitcoin, the government is probably also on your case about other things as well. People who are living in developing economies and are hand to mouth are probably not going to have much use for Bitcoin if you don't have excess wealth, and you can't just use it to go to the grocery store and purchase goods anyways. So for those people, sadly, it's not going to be great help to at this point in time, and probably not worth the risk of pissing off your government just to use it. However, somebody who does have excess wealth might take that decision and say, yes, I should use Bitcoin because I can now store my wealth in a way that the government cannot reach it. So that's something that they have to make their decision on. Where it really gets interesting is people joining the internet economy and people who work online, people who work for companies like Quantum Economics or something like that. They might be getting paid in Bitcoin. It's easier for them to transact online, to purchase goods and services online, and not have to convert to their local currency. It's a great help. And then obviously the big one is taking your value out of an authoritarian country. We've seen that in countries like Venezuela, where they don't allow you to transfer your money out of the country by bank transfer, and even at the airport, they've been known to spot people, take away their jewelry, take away their gold and things like that, and even search people's suitcases and pockets on the way out. In that case, of course, is transformative potential. Somebody can just memorize a 12-word seed phrase, and they can take their money wherever they want without even having to hold onto a hardware device. So that's a pretty beautiful thing in and of itself.
Now, if you've got a question and you want to ask the advisor, feel free, drop it in the comments below, and we'll try to get to it in the days and weeks to come. Maybe you're working on a project, you're got a token sale, you got an airdrop, you want to know about stocks, bonds, AI. We'll get to it. Now, remember, stay safe, stack sats, and hodl. That's not financial advice, but it's a darn good life suggestion.